Oh, I shouldn't have got that shit. Get it to leave it. Really? He's gonna kill me. Get out of here. Can I open the door with the, well, I kinda can escape him. I didn't know I could escape him. Oh, here comes the fucking shit. Oh, I run into it. He's gonna kill me. Oh, maybe not. I beat him. Amazed I beat him, but I beat him. Oh, I knew it. I hate them fucking bone chuckers. So they call them bone chuckers. I hate the fuckers. They're so hard to dodge the bones that they throw. And I like to run because I had the key to open up all doors, so it was an awesome run. But also, grabbing the demon form too thing kind of screwed me over because it gave away one of my hearts and then I gave it back to it. Stupid decision. I shouldn't have grabbed it. When I grabbed it, I should have kept it. This was a good thing that it doesn't start the devil doors until the next floor. And I got the blue hearts to protect me from losing the devil door. Unbreakable. It's like the Super Mario raccoon tail, where you stand still and you turn into stone. The only thing that sucks at that point is when you go to move, you're not stone no more, so if you get surrounded by bad guys, then they hit you when you move. You can't shoot from this angle. As soon as you start shooting, the stone disappears, so... Bastard. There's a couple ones that I hate, a couple of these things that I don't like to deal with, and that's the bone chuckers, these guys, and one other guy. They always seem to hit you, no matter what. There's always seems to be one fucking spit that they shoot at you, hit you. Or the blood, whatever it is that they're throwing at you. Whoa, run, 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 run. Oh, I knew I couldn't get away from it. Pin me up here, you mother. I had to open all door things last time too, eh? Kind of glad I did that, man. Because that allows me to open up the doors at least. Not the lock press, which that was a thing, but. Oh, I left the key! What a stupid thing! Oh, I didn't want to leave the key. Mistakes are made. Bullcrap. Now I don't really care, because now I want to restart, because I left my key. And again, maybe I can salvage something out of this run. Maybe. Let's see. I need a bomb. There's the bomb. I can't get the bomb. Oh, good and bad. Definitely not the best runs, are they? Definitely not good. Maybe this will be a better one. Like it tells me the HP's up and the shot power's up, but still gotta hit these flies twice, like ridiculous. Come on! And these guys 6 times. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Takes 1 extra hit. Oh shit. Yeah, oh, there we go. Come on, lads. I can't ever leave these piles of shit or fire because they got coins in them. The odd one drops coins, health, or keys, you know, or a bomb even. So why leave them? And that there just takes time away. Like, if you're trying to do the time limit, you might as well just leave these. I mean, it might have only been for 2 coins, but it's 2 more coins that he didn't have. So I'll take it. See? There's 7. I didn't have that. And there's 10. That's 12. Which one of these would I like to get? The battery, maybe? It's the best one, best option, I suppose.
X-Lax. Retro Vision. I'm excited. Luck up.
I don't think I should take any of them things in that room, though. Got nothing here. Let's go see the ones in the store. See what they got. I think it was a battery and a flame. Which neither I want. I don't want any of these. Might take a bomb. Man, but the rest of them I don't really care for. Second time doing the donation box too. I filled that up once already. Oh, he's fast. Or he seems faster. Oh, bastard. He's fast, dude. Honestly, I haven't seen this setup in a while where it's got the spikes like this, like shit, for a while now. Is that controlled tiers? I don't like the controlled tiers. I like the laser, but I don't like the controlled tiers. Is that what this one is, where you can move the tier around the circle? I think that's what that one is. I don't like it. I know it's not the laser. I don't think it's the laser shot. So my luck's through the roof. 5, one more and it'll be max, so let's hope I get some luck. Oh. Oh, 2 bombs, I can handle that. Get rid of these fucking things that follow you around. Hate these flies. Stop moving! I'm trying to shoot you. What do you think? Lay a bomb here? Hope that it shoots coins out? What about a bomb here? Coins? No coins again. You rip off. Move on. Oh, I thought he was gonna hit me. Dingo! I hate this guy too. They got different ones though. They got ones that will shoot like that kind of shot at you, and then they got one that will shoot 3 at you. Fuck, he's fast. It's like a bull. You just shoot him until he does that wiggle, get out of his way, shoot him again. You might whistle, shoot them out. You just look out for that. Hide behind a pile of crap he left behind. Yep. Here's up, 2 card. Ding ding. Oh, it goes. Spectral, buddy. Oh, you bastard. Ooh, this didn't affect my devil thing because I got a blue heart, right? So if you got the blue heart, it saves you. The soul heart saves you from affecting the devil room. But if you got none of them and you get hit, there goes your chance for the devil room. Like it lowers your percentage every time you get hit. So from 100 down, like right now I've got 33. I don't know how I got 33.8%, but that's what I got. I hate these I hate these guys. Blow up! Thank you. I need another blue heart to protect my devil room. A secret room here, maybe? Nope. 2 bombs. Not wasting bombs on the mushrooms. They only drop pills, and chances are the pills they drop I won't want. You know, and the more times you don't get hit on these boards, it should raise your percentage for the devil room or the angel room, right? Like, it takes the shots away when you get hit, so if you don't get hit on the floor, it should raise your percentage, not, you know, just stay the same. Like, that seems kind of cheesy if you ask me, but... No fuck with them yet either. Oh, you bastard. Still hit me. Oh, it does build up. My thing was 38.8, now it's 67.5, so it must build up after you don't get hit after the floor. My devil room was 38.8, now it's 67.5 if you see it here. The last floor was 38.8, so it must go up if you don't get hit on the floor. Like if you don't take any of your red heart away. It must build up over time. Look at these fast buttons. Run! Run! Run, Forrest! Any X rocks? Any rocks I could blow up to get something out of? I'm not seeing any yet. Nope. Mass sphere? I'll try it. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you bastard. I get hit twice. but it didn't take any of my devil room. It's still the same. So if I can get another blue heart before I get hit again, let's put mass spear into the room. Look at this staying away from my shot. They're coming. Get them away from me. They were coming. They almost touched me. Which would have lowered my devil room, so I lucked out somehow. Check those down. Temporary damage up, or invincible? Temporary invincibility. Would be good for one of them donation boxes where they try to take your blood from you for a heart. It's exactly what you need. Because then you can click it on, and when you click it on, like the invincibility, then you can get stabbed as many times as it stabs you with it on, and it doesn't take anything away from you, right? As in hearts and whatnot. I'll grab that. I kind of wanted this. The lard. Like, I'm almost tempted to blow up my donation machine just to get the lard. Maybe I'll find 8 more coins here somewhere. Or a secret room that'll have coins. Oh, you know what? I got this machine over here. So I got the poke machine. That when you get poked by it, it gives you hearts, right? Like here. So if I could use my invincibility, I could get poked as many times. I need to find invincibility. Where's the store? Does it got it? I don't think the store has invincibility in it though. Here, let's check it out. If it does, I'll do that. Well, then again, even if I do that, I use up 5 coins to buy the energy for the invincibility, then it just wears my coins down, right? Let's see, yeah, there's 5 there. So 5 of those will get me that. I wonder if it'll let me poke myself, what, 7 times? Let's see. Let's see how many pokes we can get before it goes away on us. I need 15 coins. Oh, one more door. 15 coins. Will it do it? I think I got it. I didn't think it'd do it. But that's kind of like a cheating way to get it, right? And look at my my devil room went from 67.5 to 72%. So it's went up. I wonder if that's because I got the blue heart. Now I know the lard gives you. What does the lard give you? I know one. This arrow here gives you power, and the lard gives you something too as well. But which one? I think I'm gonna grab the lard. What do you think? The arrow or the lard? Which one should I grab? I know you're there watching. Should I grab the arrow or the lard? Which one gives me more power? What's my power at? Luck is up. What's that? Speed? What's the one with the many arrows? Is that like range? Power? I think I'm gonna grab the arrow. I gotta go with the arrow. Gives me more power, right? I'll get, if I can get another invincibility thing, I'll go and poke myself again. I need to beat 3 rooms to get the invincibility again. Which is kind of a benefit, if you think about it. Let's see. Now 2 more rooms. Shows one up here, so hopefully there's 1 more after this. Doesn't look like there's going to be. Oh, you bastards. Okay, I still got my percentage on my devil room. And this is just a regular run. This is my first run, well, I guess 3rd or 4th run tonight, but all the other ones were like short-lived, like 1 or 2 floors dead. Oh look, it gave me the full, it gave me 3 of the invincibility, so maybe I'll be able to get the lard as well. If I go and poke myself again, get 15, then I should be able to get the lard. Which I'm hoping it just doesn't make me fat and stumpy. I'm hoping the lard gives me some kind of power up. So here, we'll use the invincibility, and then we'll poke away. Come on, start dropping the 5 coins. Do I get 15? I got the 15 again, sweet. So we go over and grab the lard now. I wanted both of these and I ended up getting both of them. I wanted the arrow with the piercing shots, and I wanted the lard. They're both 30 coins. Which I probably could have put in a donation box, but I've already gotten a donation through the 1,000 once, so. But this is what I want right here. Yeah, HP up bullshit. That's what I figured too. Probably should have kept them coins, eh? For the, made me fat and gave me a heart. Whoopee shit. Whoopee shit. I should have kept the 15 coins. But I could blow you up. Blow you up. Don't care for the duct tape. Don't care for the heart. But I like the coins, so use the coins here. Give me a fly. A fly to protect me. Oh well. And on to the boss. And another floor. And another floor bites the dust. Black and Soul Hearts always protect the devil room. Just the guy I wanted. Not really, but hate this guy. Just because he shoots out the beams too, eh? Yes, I beat him quick. Good. I'm not a fan of him, but he wasn't so hard this go around. Who's next? Oh, this guy. Don't like this guy either. Because when you shoot some balls, you just gotta dodge the things and keep moving. That's how you destroy them. Yeah, there's one hit. Come on, can I beat him before he takes away all my blue hearts? And destroys my devil room chance? Good. For a minute I thought he was taking away my devil room on me. Good enough. Secret room, secret room. That leaves me with two hearts. Let's hope I can stop him from taking my devil room. Could be a secret room right here. Boop. Maybe. No. What about Here. No, how about here? For 2 coins. But I got lots of bombs. Look, it gives me a bomb back. I'll take it. Here? There it is. Oh, and look at what it drops me. Too bad I didn't have more energy. I suppose after I beat the boss, it'll give me more energy, won't it? If I give him a coin, does it take a coin? Yeah, it takes a coin, or a key. Spit out the chest. All that for that? Really? Okay. Oh, this guy's easy. This is one of the easier bosses, I guess you could say. And there's my, my invincibility is back. I'll take it. I'm probably going to take both of these. Both of them looks good, so... And now I'm going to go poke myself with this machine for more coins. And maybe on the next floor, it'll give me a better thing worth 15, I suppose. Oh, it's this floor. Done. On to the next one. It's not a bad floor. I don't have the time limit anymore because I stopped and shoot all the piles of crap and all the fires. So the time limit tends to run out quicker. And look at my my devil room's back down to 38.3 when it was up to 67.5. So maybe the blue heart builds up your percentage, I think. Didn't know if I wanted it or not, but I took it anyway. There's probably a secret room right here. Oh, if not there, then here. Oh, I guess not. Oh, it hit me. Twice. Bastard. Yeah. One more and there will go my devil room. There it is. Well, maybe not. Because I got a blue heart still. What the crap. 17. Let's see if any of these spit out any black hearts or blue hearts. Oh, there's a black heart. Any more? I'll take the card. This is the ancient card recall. Error lock. Whatever the fuck that does. Sorry. Big secret room, I know already. Oh, you bastard. Like I say, I always seem to hit you at least once. Oh, you cheese bag. Also, even if you got the, I don't want the invisibility, I don't want the blood bank bullshit. Does that count even if you got the, wait. Okay, so if we drop that, and we put the max pad there, and we use the invisibility here, does it still, oh, it still takes hearts off you for using it. So it's not no good to us there, fuck that. I want to keep my red hearts. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, go up. Yeah. I'll be back. Bastard. Kill him! The stores are way down at the bottom, eh? Holy. Oh, way down at the bottom for the store. Oh! Almost run into that. You know what? I could go up and poke myself a couple more times. Oh, yeah. One more room will give me the full. And go frickin' figure. Let's go with mass damage. Mass damage. There we go. There we go. Here, I'm just see if there's any black hearts. See what you are. Mother is watching you. I'll grab you. I don't care for that. For the necklace there, or the fucking collar. So let's go back up to the Poke Machine. Well, there could be a secret room here, but we'll still go to the Poke Machine. Could be one here too. Or here. If it's not there, then here. And if not there, then here. Have to check. Oh, the Poke Machine's gone. I forgot. Okay, so let's go this way. Give me gold! Give me gold coin! Thank you. And the blue heart. I'll take them both. And boop. Lovers.
The lovers.
Yeah, bring it on! See, this is why I don't leave the fires and the poops, because they drop coins, and coins are good. You don't want to leave the coins. I'll take you. Oh, the stair is good. The ladder. What's my power at? Must be up there because shit. Feels like these things don't stand a chance.
I found pills. Range up. Experimental pills. I found pills.
Well, my luck is maxed. My other things are climbing. Not a bad run if I say so myself. This is the better run I've had so far tonight. I'm just starting, so.
Isaac!
hit me there? Which one? Which one should I grab, if any? Thinking this one. The only one I want here is the triple tier. I don't care much for that one. He's dreaming about himself, dreaming about himself, dreaming about himself. Oh. Forget me not. Yeah, I'll take it. Blackheart. No black hearts. I'll save the forget me not for the next floor. Jerry having a dream? My dog's having dreams. I can hear her barking. Woof, 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 woof. Probably should have saved that one for after I beat the boss, because then if I get hit, it'll take it away. But right now, if I don't get hit, where's the store? I've already been in the store, haven't I? No. Save it then. Roof, roof. Roof.
Explosive diarrhea.
Ah, the one I run out and get hit by. Back off with your bullshit. Oh, you bastard. Hit me twice. Like, get out of here with your bullshit. There is no store in this floor? Oh, this is the womb, that's why. It's the uterus. Forgot there's not. In these last two floors, there is no store. I'd like to get like a donation machine though, so I could give my coins to them. I'd like to get. Okay. Oh, you bastards. You sons of bitches. Let's see where I'm at. I got basically four blue hearts. That'll save my, my devil room. No, wasting my last two bombs looking for a secret room that might not be there. It's like that shit. Yes, I'll take it. Let me put them all in there. Don't jam. I don't want the coin machine to jam. Take all of them. What I want. Maybe if I do it one at a time, it won't jam. Oh. I knew it. I knew it was coming. 60 coins? They don't want you to put them all in the machine. They want you to stuck with half of them that you can't spend. Give me something that has to do with power. Give me more power. Swarm protector. What are you a swarm protector of, man? Nothing? Ooh. I've already got max luck. What do I need more luck for when my luck is all maxed out? I suppose it went from 4.4 to 6, which is alright. So, yeah, go ahead, hit me, motherfucker. The room is sick and scarred. Where should I go? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Do we care? Look, I know you're watching. It says 2. Should I go up or down? Let's drink. Go to heaven, go to the cathedral, or to the hell? I guess you could say this is heaven and this is hell. Or this is the attic, the basement, church, or I guess Satan. I feel that the state of the world has gone to shit, to tell you the truth. You got America starting World War III in Iran. You got war in Russia and Ukraine. You got another Israeli PM talking about how Turkey is a direct threat to Israel. And this is all because they want to get... they're going for the oil. They want to take the oil away from China and Russia. And once they do that, World War III is coming. How do you feel about the state of the world? That's what I'd like to know. Not a very good state we're in, that's for sure. When you got a group of rich people at the very top trying to enslave the rest of us. I think we're all screwed because they got us divided so much that there's people indifferent to other people. And that's our biggest problem, is because you get a bunch of rich people that are indifferent to the poor people who are bitching about them trying to take your money away, because the rich don't have to worry about it, right? So when food goes up and meat goes up, the poor people suffer while the rich is good. So I think we're all doomed, to tell you the truth. They're committing genocide over in another country in behalf of our name, on behalf of the West, and that's because it's the Western elites that are trying to enslave everybody. I think that everybody in the world should have their right to determination, you know what I mean? Be able to work, live, do what you want, without having an elite group or an elite rich group telling you what to do. And this isn't like the elite governments. This is the royals. This is the bankers, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. This is the rich of the rich. And then they got thousands of yes men underneath them that are coming out of the woodworks that are lying for them, saying all different kinds of shit. Like, they're nuts. I think they've all gone nuts. Power hungry nuts. In the long run, what's going to come of it is they're going to take our freedoms away. They're going to enslave us. We're going to be monitored by AI. They're going to put AI robots in that will eventually the rich have the power over, to where they can sick them on us, right? So they can turn them right on us. As soon as we agree with them putting them on the streets for policing us, that's where we're screwed. Because the robots won't hurt the makers, right? They won't hurt the people who made them. they'll hurt the people who didn't make them, and then they're going to put in their own laws. They've already made it where the AI can lie to the people. Like, it's crazy, dude. As they're talking about blocking out the sun, Bill Gates is putting stuff in the sky to block out the sun. And it's not just Bill Gates, it's other groups as well. And this is going to turn the seasons around in other countries and other nations. It'll turn the seasons where it's supposed to be hot, it'll be cold. Where it's supposed to be cold, it'll be hot. So you're going to see a lot of crops and whatnot. They're all going to fail. You'll see mass famine, mass starvation. It's not a good place where we're heading. But that's what they want, right? They say there's too many people on the planet and we're eating all their resources. When you come down to it, this is why they want to vaccinate everybody. Bill Gates is on video saying we could lower the world's population 10 to 15% through vaccines. Like, they're nuts. Just look at COVID. Look what COVID did, you know? And then the vaccines from the COVID jabs, right? Everybody who got them jabs are now, you know, lots of them are getting strange new fast-acting cancers, strokes, dying in their sleep, falling dead on the court, in the field, in the game. Like, kids are dying from heart attacks. This is all planned. There's even a book where they wrote that people will come and get themselves vaccinated because they're dumb. They'll come and do it themselves. You know? Like, just look up the Committee of 300. Well, that's exactly right. And if you remember in the Bible, it even talks about, like, I'm not a Christian, I'm not a Muslim, I'm non-religious here, right? I don't believe that there's a sky daddy sitting in the sky waiting to grant our every wish, right? I do believe that, I believe in reincarnation and whatnot, but AI is a very bad tool, and it will be used to enslave us. It will be used to, yeah, it's not a good situation we're heading with the AI, that's for sure. Just look up a guy named Billy Meyer, what he wrote in 1992, dude. Like, or 1950, he wrote the Enoch prophecies in layman's terms for people to figure it out. Because in the Enoch prophecies, it puts them in riddle. Same as Nostradamus. They riddle the shit out of it, right? To where you can never figure it out. It's always got to be some kind of riddle to it. But this guy named Billy Meyer, he wrote them all out in layman's terms with the countries that are going to fight each other. He gave them their real names and shit. Not Gog and Magog. He actually called it Israel and Iran. And he even talks about how China will devastate Turkey and then move in and take over New Delhi, which is in India. Like, it's in the you go to playlist, you go to the number 15, which is this prophecies right here. It's like, just listen to this shit. I'll play this while I play my game. Just give her a listen. And my phone will probably die eventually because the battery's dead, but you'll hear some of it.
Okay, now we have kind of a special tape here, and it's called The Prophecies because
before 2001.
It's based on a book that Billy wrote called The Prophecies. But the prophecies, most of them anyway, don't come from him. They're a collection of information from different sources. Throughout the contact notes, in several cases and several times, they gave him some prophetic things that would happen in the near future. For instance, in 75, Billy asked for any predictions for the coming year. And they would give him some predictions, usually just within the next coming year's time for the general area. But most of these predictions were all based just on political events and maybe a large snowfall causing damage, local crime, things like that. If there was any political problems, maybe leading to a death or an assassination, they would usually comment on things like that. And those prophecies generally would always come from Semjase. Billy also got prophetic information from other levels. For instance, when he was younger, during his time of training with Ascot from the Dow universe, in 1956, he gave him a series of prophetic things also, which we went over somewhat on the contact notes. And that primarily dealt with a a span of time dealing with several assassination and murders of political figures, which she felt was necessary actually for events to actually unfold the way that they were supposed to. Billy also received prophetic information from what's called the Patali level. As I talked earlier on one of the tapes, on the creation tapes, about the different levels that man can actually evolve to, the highest level that we evolve to as a spirit form is called the Patali level. Some people think of this as a group consciousness level. Billy was able to receive prophetic information also from this level, which was kind of filtered down to him through the High Council of the Pleiades world. And that information was received by him and passed on also. So we have information from several different sources here. Askit, Sannyasi, Patali, and even Billy himself, who understands some forms of future prediction, have all gone together to put together this little book. Now, some of the prophecies, of course, are from conversations when he had in the ships and so forth. But the prophecies that came from the Patali level were
I've done a lot of these. I just started these the other day, and I haven't done,
when you receive transmissions from a higher life form like this, they don't come in the form of language. They come in the form of symbols, and that comes through what's called spiritual telepathy. Spiritual telepathy, unlike material or a primary telepathy, is very, very long range, and it doesn't come in an audible form.
I'm still here. I'll check your comment out if you still want to chat.
The student understands it then must then convert
I just like the full screen as opposed to the smaller screen from the
so one has to be
display
trained and
phone.
understand the symbol language very well to be able to do that. When Billy was very young, part of his consciousness and memory and abilities and knowledge of the symbol language was unlocked, and over the years of study and so forth, he learned more and more about this, so he was able then to convert the symbols into language. Billy's own predictions are not the result of any type of future vision, but Kabbalistic calculations.
I guess they call it the family.
The transmissions that he gets from ETs and higher spiritual levels are more accurate and far more sweeping as far as the type of information they can get. Billy then receives them, these types of transmissions, in the spiritual language of symbols, and then he translates them into our language. This is different, he says, than the abilities
like if you listen to this, he even talks about in here where he talks about how UK is going to be destroyed and the political government there is destroying it, which is happening right now if you look at it. And then he brings up Jewish Zionists and Christian Zionists who are going to work together to take over some of the world, which is happening right now with Iran and Israel.
The prophecies generally will always be a mixture of
I didn't want to get hit.
Egos, fears, and desires, and they're never very accurate. I think we're seeing that in our own time. There's an awful lot of people, psychics, and people predicting things one thing and the other.
For him to predict that in the future Christian Zionists will work with Jewish people to take over parts of the world, which is happening now. And he wrote this in 1950, and the guy who's speaking made this tape in 1992. So this is before the turn of the millennium, and the Christian Zionists and the Jewish thing is taking place right now in Israel against Iran, and there will be other countries as well.
But
so you got to ask yourself, how did he know about this in 1950?
Things, then they're way off on others. So there certainly isn't any continuing high probability of accuracy by anybody that I know of. So what Billy's talking about is there can be an exact science to seeing the future, because such does exist. But
yeah, I'll put it to that part where he's talking about the Israeli and the stuff. I'll get it right to the because he talks for like 15-20 minutes about it, right? About prophecy. Yeah, here it goes.
And predictions, but be very careful of those who prophesize. Also, a little caution to you out there who may be wanting to do some predicting or prophesizing. Even though you think you may have learned some ways of calculating it, you may be gaining in some visions and so forth that seem to come true now and then. Be very careful in these difficult times coming up in the near future about making predictions or prophecies of any kind. Because for the most part, if you only know a little bit about prophecy or prediction, you're going to be wrong. And it's this type of information where a little bit of knowledge is dangerous. If you don't really know what you're doing, Billy says in the times coming, which are very dangerous, which world events are going to be very dramatic, if you are certain predictors and so-called seers and prophetic psychic people are going to be saying things that are going to be coming happen.
On this prophecy, in this prophecies that you're listening to, this prophecy tape, he even talks about how Germany will be hit with thousands of shiny little mosquito type things that'll blow up Germany, that'll destroy Germany. Now what he's talking about there is drones. In 1950 and 1992 he's talking about drones that are going to bomb Germany. Like,
fear and trouble with people, and a lot of psychics and predictors are going to wind up being killed or murdered or whatever by people who are just driven insane by being misled in their lives by these psychic predictions. We know we're going to have obviously some difficult times coming up with natural disasters and everything, so here's a little tip during difficult times. Don't be predicting things and causing people to change their lives and becoming responsible for other people's lives unless you're really sure about what you know what you're doing. If you start predicting things and change people's lives and it doesn't really happen, then there's liable to be some recourse into your life. In the introduction to Billy's book, he's taking a little time to remind people here on Earth of the times that we are living in. And as I mentioned to you before, we're in this so-called New Age period we're moving into, where geographically we're moving into this close proximity to the central sun. This time period is obviously it is a time of change when the stepped-up radiations from the central sun then start affecting everything on the planet, including the planet itself. So it's a time where things speed up. It's a time of turmoil because as things speed up, it goes a little too fast for society and for certain people, so we have a lot of problems. The predictions of past from biblical times, which are still coming true, we have to be very careful about. They're happening. And he cautions us that as a race, as a planet, we're really doing nothing about the major problems on our planet. He says since 1974, the total atomic destruction of the Earth has been averted by some very powerful beings, extraterrestrials. That, of course, was some of the work of Ascot and his younger contacts. That danger is past. That was existing then, but the danger of a third world war has not been removed at all. It's still going to happen pretty much just exactly the way that it's predicted and has been predicted for a couple of thousand years.
He said the Third World War, he said the Third World War will start in the middle of the night when everybody thinks there's peace or somewhat peace. It'll come in the middle of the night with screams of war. What's happened in Iran?
Excuse me, are doing nothing to change it. Billy says, look to the beginning of the Third World War to come during a time when we think things are very peaceful. Suddenly, without any warning at all, in the middle of the night, the cry
this war is going to go kinetic. It'll go worldwide.
And it's going to be a great surprise to everybody here. So we want to look, perhaps right now, there's hardly any peace anywhere on the planet. There's wars everywhere you look. Okay, let's move into some of the more definite prophecies. And let me start a little bit with some of the prophecies from the Talmud of Manuel, which is the original teachings and thoughts of Manuel, who was wrongly called Jesus Christ. One of the important things in there that we all have heard is the prediction that he said that he would return. Some people believe he's returning in 2,000 years. Well, that isn't exactly what was in there. He just says that it will come to pass in 2,000 years when mankind has become capable of better thought, that his teachings will be revealed again unfalsified. And that's exactly what happened in 1963 when his original writings were dug up. Actually, the writings were written by Judas Iscariot. They were dug up. They've been translated, and they are now out in a little book called the Talmud of Manuel. He mentions also in those writings that there will be a new prophet in our time, or what he calls the distant future then, that will not possess as much power over evil or disease as he does, but the new prophet of our time will have the knowledge, which is the same as his, will have the knowledge and understanding of creation, and will be able to, as he put it, shake the foundations of earth with the revelations of the truth that's brought forth. He goes on also to mention, which is kind of interesting here, that the time when his his teachings will be revealed, it says, will be a time when a war is threatened from space, and many new gods will seek dominion over the earth. Again, as we mentioned earlier, that Emmanuel is aware that gods are humans, and they are humans, great wisdom kings on the highest realms of physical evolution, who exert great force and knowledge over other people. So here he's talking about that there will be a time, and apparently it's very much time about right now, where there will be a war threatened from space. He also goes on to talk about the prophet of the current time of our time will lead a very difficult life, will be persecuted greatly. There's also some prophetic statements in the Talmud Emmanuel at the time when Emmanuel was at the Mount of Olives talking to his followers, and they're asking them about the signs that he's talking about when they're going to happen. And he says, take care and beware that in the future time that he's, in 2,000 years that he's talking about, that he says, many people will come and try to take credit for him, claiming that they are Emmanuel. They will try to deceive people. There will be a lot of rumors of war, but people shouldn't really be too afraid, because this really isn't the end. It's not the end of a world. But it is a time when people are going to rise up against each other. One kingdom will rise up against another one. There's going to be great earthquakes and great water, he says, back and forth. This is all the beginning of the tribulations, he says. Man will be delivered in affliction. There'll be massive amounts of death. There are going to be cults rise up against each other. Large amounts of blood will flow. Many people are going to die in these battles between these groups. Hate is on the rise. But he says anybody who really believes in the truth, people that really find the truth within creation, will be able to survive all of this. It says there's a comment in here also. It says, when the people see the horror of the devastation of Jerusalem, which has been spoken by prophets, then the end will come. So apparently, through all this destruction of the war and everything that's apparently going to be starting soon, at some point towards the end of it, then we'll see all the destruction and devastation of the places in and around Jerusalem, and that will be close to the end. The next warning from Emmanuel is for the Jewish nation during this time of great war.
What's happening right now?
He's cautioning the people, the Jewish people, to hide, to flee to the mountains, especially to women who are pregnant, to run for their lives, really, because of the mass destruction that's going to hit in their country. It says there will be a great affliction as never before seen since the beginning of the world.
Now remember, he wrote this in 1950, and Randall Winters, this guy that's talking, made the tape in 1992. He's talking about something in 1992 that's happening now, right today, with the Israel and Iran.
For the Jewish nation during this time of great war, and he's cautioning the people, the Jewish people, to hide, to flee to the mountains, especially to women who are pregnant, to run for their lives, really, because of the mass destruction that's going to hit in their country. It says there will be a great affliction as never before seen since the beginning of the world. It's going to be some of the worst death and large amounts of death to ever happen on our planet. He also mentions, which is kind of interesting, that metal machines will be built for the air, the sea, and the land. The land is going to rot. He talks about heavy projectiles, metal projectiles that burn the world, and nothing will be spared. It says the foundations of life will be laid in the projectiles so they can kindle the deadly fire with it. And he talks about if at that time, when we're launching all of these projectiles in the war, if the sons of heaven do not interfere, he says
sons of heaven are extraterrestrial.
He says this will come at a time when the population will be 10 times 500 million people,
which is 5 billion, but that's been pushed back. See, that was their agenda for Agenda 21. They said they had to kill off 4 billion people by any means necessary. If you read the Committee of 300, they talked about getting rid of 4 billion people by any means necessary. Now, that was like in the 1990s. They wanted to have this war happen in 2001, to have a 27-year war and enslave everybody, which is essentially what's happening now. So they had to push it ahead some. So from 2020 you get the Agenda 2021, and then they pushed it ahead to Agenda 2030, right?
2/3 of the people, the population of the planet, will die during this terrible time of war. He cautions us that during this time of war, he says, there's going to be many false prophets. There will be, excuse me, many people claiming to be him, to be an Emmanuel. He says we will hear statements where people will be saying that he's in the desert. Everybody go out and see Emmanuel there.
The new people that are coming out saying that yes, they're a prophet. All over YouTube.
He says, don't believe that. He says there's just going to be a lot of lying, because he says he does return, that physically he will return, but he will make himself known. Because he says his coming will be with the host of the sons of heaven, by whom I have my life again at that time. So he's talking about that again, just as it says in the Talmud of Emmanuel, that his life will once again be procreated and caused to be at this time by benefit of the sons of heaven, the heavenly fathers, and they will help him one more time to make his life known. Another collection of prophecies that's also mentioned in the book were the prophetic things that were explained to him by Ascot, and that came back in 1956. Apparently among Ascot's responsibilities and duties during her mission was to prevent a terrible universe catastrophe. It says in the notes that they were very concerned that the events on Earth may actually cause some destruction of the universe itself. Now, it seems pretty amazing that us little Earthmen could actually do anything that would disturb the universe, and especially back in the 60s. And they were very concerned up through the year 1974 that some doomsday device that the certain people were playing with could actually destroy part of the universe. I never took that too seriously until just recently. I found out that currently now, here in 1992, that certain scientists are actually discovering that our giant sun and some of our large gas ball planets may actually, instead of being nuclear reaction type things like we've always thought, are not at all, but in fact seem to be drawing energy from other dimensions. That at the top of these great sources of power, like our sun, on the very top pole and on the bottom pole, there is sort of a hexagon area at the top that seems to be receiving energy, and they have mathematically calculated the probability this may be true, that our sun may indeed be connected to other universes or other dimensions as we think of it through the surface area on the top and the bottom of the sun, which means that our sun itself isn't really a nuclear explosion, that somehow it's being heated up actually by dimensional energy. And a comment along that line was even from the Pleiadians that the sun itself is not quite what we think it is, that even though the surface temperature is quite hot, that we will be surprised to find out once our technology advances that it's actually cooler on the inside, that it's not the great explosion in the middle that we think it is. So possibly the sun somehow do receive energy from other dimensions, and that could be perhaps what the ETs were worried about in the 60s, that if we were to set off some of these devices which could upset actually the solar system, some sort of energy or effect could be set off affecting other dimensions, which could unleash untold problems that may in effect actually destroy part of the universe as they were so worried about. Well, apparently Ascot in those years took whatever steps she felt was necessary and did intervene in mankind to prevent those certain events from happening. So, good for her. There was warnings always from Ascot during those times, too, where she talked about future events back in the 56, which actually pertains to now, because she was talking about, America, Russia, and China are pushing for like world domination. They're kind of fighting it out. Well, Russia, of course, has broke up.
She tends to spit out
changed a little bit, and China hasn't really
more
played
often
their hand
than
yet. Because at this particular time, we have to be very careful of the Jewish Zionists who are plotting a lot of murderous deeds of violence and terrorism. And actually are working in conjunction with certain Christian religions to take over certain areas of the world. So apparently, in the face of the might of America and Russia and other countries,
four pills.
in China, certain elements of the Jewish people, the Jewish Zionists, and certain Christian groups are plotting actually how they could take over certain parts of the planet themselves. It's mentioned in here that the people of Earth should take care not to help Israel, For every small assistance is refunctioned by them into a deadly weapon against the back at us. So historically, it's talking about that they're suggesting that it's going to be a natural event for the destruction of Israel, and it is for the betterment of mankind. Not that death is good, it's just that we are not aware really of what a terrible part that Israel will actually play in the mass destruction and loss of life on the planet Earth. There was a whole series of prophecies given to Billy then in 1956, which are now quite a few years old. And I'll just dash over them for you. I had gone over them a little bit in the contact notes themselves, but since we have a tape here just on prophecies, I'll reiterate some of these events because it's important also to note that these events have all come to pass and with terrible accuracy. I say terrible because we're going to read off a list of deaths here and so forth. And all these events came to pass exactly as Ascot said they would, which only confirms again their very incredible technology and their abilities. She says the unavoidable events of the future, and here she's talking in 1956, she says these events will happen with absolute exactness and accuracy, just as she's about to explain them to Billy. And I'll just run over them because I have gone over them one more time. She first talked about the murder of Joseph Stalin, which will be on March 5th, 1953, and that was done by the party itself. It says here that Stalin was showing too much friendliness towards the Jewish Zionist terrorists, and so for that reason he was poisoned. He mentions in there also his successor, Nikita Khrushchev, will be forced out of office in '64, and that was to give the rationalized Zionist hostilities its last form, was the expression. So it says during that time period in America, Fitzgerald Kennedy will be elected to office, but he will be murdered in '63, it says, by the secret order of the American Security Organization.
Murdered by the CIA.
The day of his death will be November 22nd, 1962 in Dallas, Texas. It says there will be a second political assassination following just 5 years after that.
Kennedy.
Through the order of the
By the same group, the CIA.
Kennedy will be killed. His death will be on
But yet the CIA works for America, right? Bullshit. When they're out there killing America's president, they don't work for America.
Says the Holy Office, in Rome will also be pulled in the
the Vatican.
Political and religious intrigue. Just the same as with Stalin, a poison will be used to kill Pope John XIII. It will only serve for a very short time. His successor, Pope Paul VI, will be removed by the same method, by intrigues, it says, of the cardinals in cooperation again with the Jewish Zionist extremists, who for quite some time have already been planning their murderous schemes and are trying to direct the future events, to their own will.
And they're doing it right now.
Excuse me. Greece has also chosen, it says, for the assassination of head of state. For the future, lets it be known that King Paul I will die on March 6th, 1964, using the same poison as some of these others have been killed with. His successor will be named Constantinos. He will be forced out of office by a military coup because of his childish inabilities. And so Egypt won't be spared either. In the mid-1970s, a dictatorial statesman named Abd el-Gamal Nasser will be poisoned just as years earlier, as his friend the Emir of Kuwait, who will die in 1965, poisoned at the hands of his own family. Mentions King Faisal in Saudi Arabia in 1975 will be shot by members of his own family. She said this series of political intrigues and deaths were among the most important dates coming over the next 20 years, and Billy was very cautious at the time not to reveal them because these events needed to play their hand out and happen exactly the way that they were. She was very careful of not wanting to disturb any of the natural events of the future. So Billy didn't, even though they were all written down and tucked away for a while. He never really talked about them, and he kept them very quiet. The next section in his prophecy book deals with some prophecies that he actually received and some training he received from Semyasi when he was in the beam ship with her. And I related this story to you once before, so I'll just run it over closely. They had a device inside of the ship which you could hold your hand on and think about any person that you wanted to actually know something about either the conscious mind or the subconscious mind. And by placing your hand on this, you could actually read what was going on in their subconscious thoughts. And you could look into their future, because all of our subconsciouses are connected to our future and have some knowledge of it. Well, Billy was shown how to use the device, which he did, and he chose to look at the life of General Francisco Franco at the time of Spain. And when he did, he was able to look into the conscious mind of this person and see that he was terribly afraid of dying, that there was a lot of fear. And when the equipment was adjusted, Billy was able to look into the subconscious and was surprised to see that there was no fear of death inside the subconscious. And he was reminded by Semyosi that that's only natural, because the subconscious mind, which is attached always directly to the spiritual subconscious, knows and is aware that death itself is nothing to really fear, that it's just a carrying on into a different state. So that part is in there as well. That explained how quite often the Pleiadians would be able to understand things about us. On another occasion, Billy had been told by Semyosi that Pope Paul VI would be killed by his own cardinals. And Billy asked her later on, he says, something's going on here, because there was a prediction that Pope Paul VI would be killed by the cardinals, but he is not. He's still in office, and he wanted to know what happened. And she says, oh, yes, it did happen. 2 years after he was named to the office, he was killed. And he doesn't understand this, and he says, you're speaking in riddles. How
there you
do
go.
understand?
Pope Paul VI was killed. Now, and they put a duplicate in his place that looked exactly like him, that had astonishing characteristics, as he says. So after this, after you listen to this, go look up Pope Paul VI.
Pope Paul VI is still alive, and yet he was poisoned and is dead? I don't understand what you mean. So she went on to explain that the good Pope Paul VI was recognized as being, he went against most of the goals and purposes of Catholic bishops and cardinals, so they went into a secret conference and decided to get rid of him. So it was decided by a secret ballot that the Pope would be killed by assassins, and that there would be a double put in his place who would follow the designs of the bishops and the cardinals. So Pope Paul VI was poisoned to death and replaced by the cardinals with someone with astonishing similarities. They even went to the trouble of, after the double was put in place, they even went to the trouble of erasing most of Pope Paul VI's personal belongings, pictures, books showing him in school and his earlier life and so forth, so it would erase any images of what the man really looked like. Billy, on a couple of occasions, also received prophecies from what he calls the Patali level. And as I explained earlier, the Patali level is the highest consciousness in the universe. It is a level of collective consciousness that has risen to that knowledge where it is beyond the physical realm and has total knowledge of all that they see and total understanding. On Thursday, the 29th of January, 1976, at 1:05 a.m., Billy received these prophecies. Now, these prophecies are particularly kind of stinging to our future, because this particular prophecy was all revolving around the evil one, the anti-logos, the sign of the 666, the Antichrist, if you will. And it is the short story here kind of about his life and what's going to happen. And I'll go over and kind of tell you basically the details here. But it reads pretty much the same as any of us who have read in the Bible and so forth. There doesn't seem to be much difference really in the prophecy at all. And it's one of great destruction and war and so forth, and it's certainly a bad time to be in Europe. So it says it's the child of the evil one, the child of destruction it's called. There will be a deadly adversary to knowledge, wisdom, and truth. The anti-logos then appears in multiple forms. It is the power of the evil one, the 666, which means there is against the truth of creation is what the 666 actually stands for. We think of it as the Antichrist because we're told by religions that the Antichrist person will be against Christ. Well, part of that is true because Christ, which is the name given to Emmanuel, who taught the truth about what creation is. But this is, they're saying here that the 666 is really against the truth of creation. So we are a little wrong in our explanation. It's an antichrist. It's not an antichrist, it's an anti-truth situation. And that the symbolism of 666 means it'll be through a time period when people will refuse to believe the truth about creation and will refuse to live their lives according to spiritual laws and truth of spirit. Okay, and it talks about that this Antichrist, as I will call him, since that's what we're all used to hearing, is the embodiment of the powerful, lawless bloodthirstiness of the Anti-Logos. He has deceptive powers. He'll be capable of what we think of as miracles, all types of temptations, deceptions, lies, and fraud. It says something about in the 8th sequence is conceived the anti-logos in totality. The thing is a person of untruth, of humiliation, of destruction, and of death. I don't understand what 8th sequence means, but someone that is more into the numerology, this probably does. It says before the Antichrist is born, there are 7 embodiments of powerful ones, all part of the anti-logos or evil sort of buildup apparently that's going on. 7 children of the evil one that are bent on death and destruction will kill millions of people. The actual Antichrist, the one that we think of as the Antichrist, will be the child of the evil one, born in the womb of a devoted woman of God, conceived in falsehood and lies by the monk. There'll be a monk somehow which will make this woman pregnant. He will be born in some inconspicuous place in the east around sunrise, around the 7th hour in the morning. He will be left outside to die. Well, they think he will, at least the monk will, but he isn't. Instead, he's taken and brought to the east and cared for by someone they call a treacherous one, someone who never gets his fill of fraud and deception. The child of this evil one, the Antichrist, actually exists in multiple form, the now and the before, because they're talking here about the fact that the Antichrist will be the duplicate, look like the twin of Emmanuel but in appearance, but still isn't actually a duplicate. This Antichrist child will be protected and surrounded by the power of the one called the evil one, who he understands the great power that the Antichrist will have. Apparently this Antichrist child will come into its power in about its 11th year. And approximately 8 years after that, when he's 19, apparently his abilities of mind become very strong, and he will be able to control people through thought. He's the complete killer of all truth, teaching heresy, delusion. He's just definitely been on strike.
He even talks about on this thing how this Antichrist person will have the capability to steal people's thoughts. And if you look up Elon Musk and his Neuralink, that can put thoughts in your head and help you move things like computerized things with your mind and whatnot, right? So who's to say that this Antichrist or this false god won't put these chips in people's brains and then put the other chips inside drones and then have these people be able to do these types of things, right? And then he even talks about how the desolation of abomination will be put up in the temple that they build on the Temple Mount, and this person will be given power. I think that's going to be AI. I think that'll be AI, and then they're going to go out and say there's too many people on the planet, we need to bring the population down for the better of humanity, that type of shit. Like, they're nuts.
It says here that the fruits of his evil begin to happen around his 30th year. But by the 19th year, he's already been able to cause a lot of death. His power comes in killing. He burns the world, that there will be a 27 years of hate and bloodshed and fire because of him. Sounds like a pretty sight, doesn't it? It even goes on to talk about the plant kingdom and so forth. Learns how to thrive on the blood. If there are so many deaths on the ground that the blood just flows like water on the ground, that there's so much loss of life. Goes on to talk about here that he comes in kind of a disguised form at the beginning. When we first start to see him, he will present himself as a follower of Jesus Christ. He will pretend to be sent from God, a preparer of the way. He will call himself the great Savior. He even puts himself as a creation and says that he is the creation himself and has created all of us. So he's full of delusion, fear, power. In actuality, he's just out to exterminate things and kill all life off here on the planet. Talks about the war beginning because of him, blood and fire, horrible firestorms. Here again we have this mention of firestorms where the air is actually ignited and set on fire somehow and just brings horrible death to large areas of people. It says it is the time of vice seen as a virtue, that there will be cult religions springing up everywhere, one killing the other, people literally just going crazy. And the war will last, it says, for approximately 27 years, and this Antichrist will raise armies which have possession of the deadliest weapons on the planet and will bring the whole world to its knees.
This bullshit.
I don't know where this guy's going to come from.
It's religion that caused all this, if you think about it.
Stealing the thoughts
Religion
of men,
has caused all this nonsense.
So apparently he has the ability to really to perceive how people think and also control their thoughts. He somehow is very wise in future events too, because he watches very carefully and interprets certain events that are about to happen. For instance, he knows when a giant comet is about to strike the earth, causing flooding and so forth and tremendous problems. And apparently he'll take advantage of that. He's the biggest enemy of the earth, chosen himself to be more horrible and deadly than anything else we've ever seen. It says, deadly and burning like gold of the sun, destroying through metal birds and lightning of death. This happens towards the middle of the year, close to the turn of the millennium. Well, we're coming up to that. It's 92, so we're getting closer to the turn of the millennium. So this is beginning to sound like this deadly war could break out 95, 6, 7, maybe in that period at some point. It says also, woe to the city of the peace conference in the heart of Europe, that idolaters, men in power and so forth, start piling up large amounts of silver and gold and so forth. The first
I wonder why people are piling up large amounts of silver and gold. That seems to be happening now, right?
silver is stored up in the east and the north, and Earth goes around its sun twice. Okay? Then there'll be 10 moon revolutions where there will be a peace after that war. 10 revolutions of the moon, it says, there will be a deceptive peace. And then just when we're not expecting it again, metal messengers of death fall from heaven. They carry in themselves lightning, fire, and heat. The cities of Europe start falling and burning in ashes, and there's just nothing. All are killed. It says 3 revolutions around the sun that the anti-logos, again, it exerts itself. And he has become grown now, very powerful, but he is murdered in the 3rd revolution, whatever the 3rd revolution actually means.
I gotta try the door thing
so
on that
27 years would have passed.
I gotta see if the key will open up the door or not.
Major epics of war, it's beginning to look like. And it just talks a little bit about what is left. The 2/3 of the population of the planet will have died out. The men then, the people that are remaining then, will have woken up, will consider all the survivors and to look to each other as brothers. And that this is the time when actually people then will start turning to the Spirit, will have come face to face with how the religions have really caused so many problems, and how the deadly cults and so forth have really ruined people's thinking, made illogical thinking, turned brother against brother. And it's a great time then for the Spirit to find some have worth, and people will start to begin to turn
religions were
towards
made just to control people, in my opinion.
And peace and wisdom.
Turn people against people, like turn one whole culture against another culture, like because they got different religions all over this planet, right? Look at this fucking thing, keeps nailing me. Oh, and he runs at you too. That's lovely. I've never fought this guy before.
And apparently, it says
I definitely don't like the bones when he throws them at you, though.
Come from outer space and can hit the planet Earth like a comet. It says it falls into the big pond, burns the air like a glowing ball. In the year with the worth of 3,
2001.
with a hideous bang. So you may want to figure out whatever year there has the worth of 3.
Well, with the worth of
it
3
says
would be
it's a gigantic comet that hits
2001.
so hard it crashes right into the earth.
That's when they had it planned for. 9/11 was the plan of World War III. That's when they wanted to have this all go off. When they did the 2011 World Trade Center. That's what they had planned for this.
Death that now ruins everything.
But it's been pushed back.
And so forth for misery because it's causing so
But now instead of 2020, they've got it being what, 2030?
People are yelling
I
and
didn't want to run
screaming,
over
but
that.
there's nothing that they can really do. So
See if I get
we
Blue
have that
Heart.
to look forward to apparently
Another
in
Blue
a
Heart?
year with a worth of 3.
Yes.
The Batali level at that same time also gave us some more little cheering news. It just talks about how the Mother Nature is going to rise up, and there are going to be tremendous gales, typhoons, and hurricanes, which are going to be far greater than anything we've seen before. Well, we're already starting to see those, because in the past year, hurricanes hit Hawaii and the southern part of Florida and so forth and wiped out whole cities. It says that ships, giants of the sea, sink in the sea, and great hosts of soldiers will be wiped out. Iron birds that through the air they fly, crushed they will lie on the earth, crash in the sign of madness. It says in great numbers the metal birds fall from the sky, cries of help, but it's of no help. Nothing can be done. So apparently we're going to have a lot of airplanes in the air, it looks like, and there's going to be a lot of reports of airplanes hitting the ground with great amount of death caused by natural causes and so forth. So that same cheery prophecy goes on for about another page, just kind of letting the people of Earth know that we've created most of this through our thinking. Again, evidence that our subconscious really does affect the planet. Well, I see we're running out of tape, so I'll see you on the other side. Well, welcome back here to side 2 of the prophecies. And again, I reiterate that these are prophecies, that we have some control in these events, although a lot of the things we're talking about now are predictions which come from the higher Batali level, which come to pass whether we really have any say-so about it or not. Most of these events that the Batali level is passing on to us are events of natural disasters, volcanic, earthquake, and so forth, how the world is really going to change. And there's not much we can really do anything about it. If something were to be done about it, it would have had to have been done long ago. And apparently the subconscious thoughts, which are emitted by the 5 billion people on Earth, could have had something to do with it. It may in the future do something to make things a little calmer, but for the most part, it's too late for that. On Wednesday, the 4th of February, 1976, at 6:10 a.m., Billy apparently never sleeps. He's up all night doing this stuff. He received another...
Looks like I'm going to get another challenge trophy.
Which talks mostly about earthquakes and volcanoes.
Oh, you're running over
and it talks about the volcanoes swelling up so high that they burst forth, of course, catapulting fire and lava through the air, causing great destruction of life. And it goes on to mention, I'll read just a little bit here, it says, already the first time of destruction is here in the Southland, the old original inhabitants of America. This land will be hit hard in the near future, as will the land on which the black men hope. Europe will not be spared from the evil, for there under the land resides hell. Billy had been shown once, even inside the ship, that there is volcanic action beneath certain parts of Europe which no one's really even aware of, which will erupt and cause major loss of life. It says one will speak sadly of the boot country, and that's of course Italy, and also of the countries with the blessing of earth gold. Also the land of the cherry blossoms will be shaken, and the city on the trench will be totally filled with rubble. This could probably be interpreted as San Francisco, the city on the trench, and that could be the San Andreas Trench here that they're talking about. Also, the folk in the country of the sword lion will suffer, and the star and the half moon will not be avoided. Country of the gods will be hit or hard hit. The countries of the dragon and the hope of peace, when the fire of the volcano glistens hellishly, and the earthquake tears apart everything in many lands. So it's a pretty not very cheery scenario there. It talks about in Latin America, the border countries in Latin America. It says in the south from Latin America's borders, there the earthquake will hit very hard, taking a lot of lives. And there's just a little bit more mention, but it doesn't go into detail on this particular one, any more exact locations. Just kind of that coding there that we read a little bit earlier, so you might try to figure that out. There is unfortunately kind of a sad commentary on Great Britain. It talks about the island kingdom has been shaken in the northern Atlantic waters. It's the year of evil, the black time there where death awaits the country. It says the crown vacillates as an evil reward, as work and deed of the cult religion. Politics plays a role as well and destroys the good island homeland. The crown falls and breaks.
Here's what you get. what he said in 1958 or 1950, and then Randall made the tape in 1992. What he said about Britain and the UK. Here it is.
The house
right here.
As an evil reward, as work and deed of the kingdom has been shaken. That coding there that we
right
read
here.
a little bit earlier, so you might try to figure that out. There is unfortunately kind of a sad commentary on Great Britain. It talks about the island kingdom has been shaken in the northern Atlantic waters. It's the year of evil, the black time there where death awaits the country. It says the crown vacillates as an evil reward, as work and deed of the cult religion. Politics plays a role as well and destroys the good island homeland. The crown falls and breaks. The house of Windsor is asunder. The island kingdom is shaken. Bones are brittle and pale. The kingdom has fallen. Only legends about it remain. In the prophecies, there's something very interesting which I've never understood very well. It happened on Thursday, the 4th of March.
Kind of lets you know where Britain's heading, right? The UK kind of tells you. In 1950, he made this. He wrote a paper out. Billy Meyer did. I think it was 1958 or 1948. He wrote a paper to all governments with this saying on them, right? What he's saying here. And then Randolph Winters made this tape in 1992, so before the year 2001. And here he's talking about how Billy was talking about the destruction of Great Britain and the UK. Now, how did he know that in 1950 and we're in 1926 now? Like 76 years before. Like, that's crazy, dude.
1987 at 1:47 a.m. And I'll go through this prophecy. It's from the Patali level again. And it's talking about someone in Switzerland. And it goes through talking about this individual, and you'll see what I mean. And after you hear the prophecy, it's confusing a little bit about who they're actually referring to. It almost sounds like they're talking about Billy, but it doesn't come out and say so. It says, "You shepherd boy in very beautiful Switzerland, your blind eyes are filled with sand. In your own megalomania, thinking that you know better, you perceive yourself very educated, clever, and wise, when the father of death slowly sneaks up." It says, audaciously, this person of Switzerland will think that he knows all the prophecies very well, which are being explained to him. He will want to be very wise and clever, although only really stupid ignorance screams inside of you, it says. You believe in your great exuberance that the prophecies were of no importance to you, and you even thought that you knew everything, and yet what do you know when, if you had to? Be honest with yourself, it says. Everything is only illusion, an evil product from your megalomania shrine. It is easy for you to say after the fact that you had seen it all coming yourself. Where's your wisdom to do this? It says, all of your knowledge and thoughts rest. It says, don't overexert yourself in your exaggerations, for through them you will cause feuds for yourself. It says, you always want to be wiser than the others. Then why aren't these prophecies your own? Remember, if you know and can do everything better, why has death and need sprung up everywhere? There's no truth in what you think, which shows your erroneous, stupid sense. You cannot interpret one single event in order to explain it to the Swiss people before it happens. Nevertheless, Swiss person, you presume so to say, I knew it all along and more. But what did you know? Not the least. Therefore, the deaths for a nation is already grinning at you. It goes on to talk about mountains that will break off. There's going to be great fires. It says the metal of the SBB, which is the Swiss train system, is torn in many places. It says you don't pay attention to these signs. You don't see the damage, the need, and the corpse. You presume very much and even say that you knew everything beforehand. But you will see that your speeches are dung and your prophecies only utter ruse. For now that the first events have happened as an introduction, you will see many things much worse. There will be a great crash on the SBB soon. It will be termed the bad luck train. There's going to be mountains falling and major loss of life in Switzerland. This is a coming hell is coming to Switzerland. Mountains will break off the ridges, destroy live houses, huge areas. The Wergenspitz Mountain, it says, was only the beginning. Now, I don't know what the Wergenspitz Mountain's all about. We might want to look and see if something's happened with a mountain called Wergenspitz and see if that's happened yet. So because other mountains will follow this severe crashing action. The lakes, of course, will cause great misery, it says, and demand victims as well. That there will be great fire, the earth itself will quake dangerously, and the Swiss will experience then hell day after day of fear. It goes on to talk about water, storms, droughts, and snow will rule. The hearts of the Swiss people will turn even colder. All the cantons, which are what they call counties in Switzerland, in beautiful Switzerland, will live on with gruesome, cold hand of death. And then it says, in Switzerland will become a coffin many times over. Then you can say again, O Swiss person, that you carried all this knowledge in yourself, that you knew of all the coming events, because you had seen them prophetically. You want to be very clever and so intelligent, thinking that your wisdom fell like snow on your head. But where is your wisdom? Where are your knowledge? For it is always invisible, just to be overlooked. Therefore, don't boast about supposed understanding and ancient supposed understanding, and don't praise yourself too much because you really know nothing at all. This is a really curious prophecy. It's talking about somebody in Switzerland who's thinking they're very prophetic, who knows a lot, and who really knows nothing. It doesn't give us any indication of who it is. First time I read it, I thought there was some strange miswritten thing and it was referring to Billy, but there's no reference, strange miswritten thing and it was referring to Billy, but there's no reference really to Billy either. So apparently there's someone in Switzerland who thinks he's hot stuff and he's got the prophecy thing really nailed, but he doesn't. So it might be interesting to see how that reveals itself. The last little cheery note from Vitali here was on Thursday, the 4th of March, 1976 at 3:16 a.m. Again, Billy's up in the middle of the night. And it's talking about, actually just more death and destruction here. It's talking about that there's a time that will come over the world, a terrible time in which death and destruction will hasten over the planet. From the far west and from the far east, says it sweeps as the very last deadly warning sign. It will be shaken, the old Mother Earth, violently and angrily, the result of man's madness, the reward of his insanity. So apparently maybe we're setting off underground testing, maybe there'll be some accident in the air with some of our weapons, which is suggesting here that we goof up something, unleashing terrible problems with the planet and terrible earthquakes. So the earthquakes will now rupture the very core of the earth itself, severely demolishing human life, buildings, and herds. At this time, deep in the Peruvian jungle, there will be giant warriors come across village and settlements, killing and taking women. This is the last sign of the coming terrible time, when an old enemy of the Incas, stalk, killing, and pillaging, break forth from their century-old hiding place in the jungle, where they lived in leaf huts in a deep tunnel in the earth. So I've even read about that already starting to happen deep in Peru, where some giant like red-skinned beings are coming forth and kidnapping women and taking them away from the villages. So apparently that's starting to happen already. In Peru, the first severe quake will roll to Udine, U-D-I-N-E. Maybe that's a town or a part of a country, I don't know. When deep in the Earth's core, fire and explosions angrily growl. The countryside's torn apart. There's major volcanoes and destructions. South America quakes and steams from the blows and the smoke, enveloped in muffled bellowing and gray smoke of death. America and all of its islands need to be named as well.
I want to grab that pickaxe because it destroys stones, but as soon as I grab it, it'll take my key away.
They will also be visited by droughts and earthquakes. So that's the as much of the prophecy thing that's actually been done. There are other things in there, but nearly not quite nearly as staggering. So I think you can even understand that most of these prophecies aren't really unexpected. A lot of these events are already starting to pass, and most of us know that something's going to happen anyway.
It's great, these prophecies, right? That's nuts. There's more. He's got more tapes. But what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on the prophecies tapes that you just listened to? I'd like to know your thoughts. so I'd like to know. If you can, just tell me what you think about those prophecies that you just listened to. Think he's full of shit or what? Kind of hard to say he's full of shit when really he's talking about shit back in the 1950s is taking place now in the year 2026. So he even talked about going underneath the Egypt pyramids and going way underneath there, and there's a spiral staircase that leads you all the way to the bottom, and they got underground rooms and stuff down there where they could store food and people could live. Like, he tells you that the pyramids were made like 17,000 years ago. Not what we're told. Or maybe it's double that. Maybe it's double that. I know it's a long ass time ago. More than what we're told anyways. Well, we've been lied to about a lot here, especially our history. I'd like to know your thoughts on it, but I don't think anybody's going to say it. Blow up. Coins? 1, 2. Don't know why I grabbed it, but because I like the key. The key actually gets me, like if I go in a treasure chest, I can open up doors and stuff with the key, right? So the key is a better benefit than the can-do thing. He's gonna kill me. Ah. Couldn't have him run around keep hitting me piece by piece like that. Jeez, he would have killed me off. Just bouncing off the walls, secretly hitting me. Like making an extra little bounce. Take you out. Fuck that. Fuck that. To the store with the hermit. Screw him. Don't want to battle him. I got what I wanted. I'll be back for the heart. Oh, now I'll be back for fucking bullshit. Took away 2 of my coins that I could get from the machine. I'd hit the spike. I had to hit it. Then again, it could give me a heart out of here, maybe. Fuck it. Lose a heart for 1 coin. It's either that or keep wasting bombs and watch it bounce around. I want fly love, that's what I want. But I don't think I'm gonna get it. Three more tries. 2 more tries. Back to 3, 4. Give me the fly. Oh, I didn't get it. Well, I wish I knew that was all there. Oh well.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, hit me again, motherfucker. Suppose it's a good thing I didn't know all them hearts are there, because I would have used it all. And then I wouldn't be able to get them back. Oh, well there, I got full health there. So I'll take it. I'll take this so I can fly. That's all I really care for here. I don't want the demon. I don't care for the spectral tears and shit like that. But I can fly now. So is there anything I'm missing where I could have flew into it? Oh, you know what? Before I jump down that hole, don't forget this. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10, I know she's got ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm about to bid my heart goodbye. Cause I'm an Indian outlaw. Not turkey, come on. I don't know what card mimic does, to tell you the truth. Because I didn't have a card that it could mimic, so. That's a luck. You never know. You never know. Use the key room for this. Get this. The key door to see if there's any secret rooms. And there isn't. Oh, bastard. Bastard again. I like the demon form, but I don't like that you can only use it one room. Like, I use it and then I don't got it no more. So I don't like it. Like, I have the demon, but you still gotta build it up to keep using your special so you can get it, right? So I'd like to get it and stay demon throughout the whole floor. I don't like the curse either, because when you get hit, then that'll always bring bombs. I don't like that either. Quick! Go up the gray one. Oh, I like the 1 for 1 though. Can I get 15 coins on this floor? I wonder. 4 more coins and then I can have it. That's the one I want. What? 4 more coins? 3 more coins? I guess no more coins. I went into all the rooms except for this one. And I got all the coins, so... I need 3 more coins. Like, I could get it if I blow up the donation machine. Is that in the store? The donation machine? I don't think it is. But these sometimes drop coins too. No coins. No. No donation machine. I need 3 coins. I'm gonna check out that room with the spikes around the door. I gotta check it out. Because there's no other places where I can get coins. Well, maybe here. Maybe he might drop coins. No. What do you think the odds are on coins being in there? I don't think there is going to be any. So we're not going to fuck with it. I'm just going to go on. Screw it. What's my power at? Well, there's 2 more. I'll take a blue heart. This is the Family Man challenge, by the way. In case you want to know, it's just the Family Challenge one. I really don't need to go over here, because I'm not going to waste a heart in that room. There's an extra rock here. Now when I pick this up, will it give me 2? No, give me 3. One coin. Sometimes when you got the Wealth of Wealth, it doubles your coins when you pick them up. So if you pick up 1 coin, it could be 3 coins, 2 coins. I think there's 1 more there. I need a bomb. I need 2 bombs. I wonder if I use the key on this door here if it'll open it. Yeah, it does. I don't need no bombs. Then if I blow this up, it gives me the hatch to where I can go to the next level. And if I lose a lot of health and I go to sleep on that bed, it gives me a health, but it will restart the floor again. So maybe I'll go to the store room and the other room and collect the the power up, and then I'll redo the floor to get the power up again. Oh, I hate these guys though. Then again, if I'm on here, they shouldn't be able to touch me, right? If I'm on the rock. Oh, look, they can shoot through the rock. You bastards. I didn't think they could shoot me through the rock. You think there's a secret room here? Let's see. Yeah, there is. Oh, with coins. I had to check it out. There's another X-Rock here that I could blow up. Might have blue hearts in it. Why'd I run into that? Ooh, I like the bag over the head. I like this one. Oh, let's see. What did I need bombs for? Oh, yeah. I see. My fucking eardrum keeps popping. Making everything double loud. Remember, there was another X-Rock down here too, wasn't there? I don't know if it was here. I think it was over here. Not here. Somewhere down there was another rock. Oh, it was here. Where is it? There it is. Oh, you bastard. You bastard. And again. He's not hitting me again. Not if I can help it. Get him. Get him. Oh, the bone chucker. I hate this guy. Look, he even spits out little bone chuckers. Now, this one's not as bad as what he was the last go around. Like, oh, there he goes with his bullshit. It's a good thing I'm flying, or else some ground things would be hitting me. Is there another one? Oh, there's an X-Rock there too. I didn't notice that until I went through the door, you bastard. Get him! I've seen the X-Rock right here. Oh, I almost run into the other one. Okay, let me see. This spawn here. Okay. 18. Is there another rock over here? Or another thing in here? 15? I'll take the blue heart. And I know if I use this, it'll change that. Oh, it changed into a bomb that blows up. I didn't want one of them. Okay, there's a blue heart down too.
Friends till the end.
I think this is for the trophy too, if I'm not mistaken. Come on, try and stomp me again. Oh, good. Oh, it wasn't for the trophy, I guess. But now I can't go back to the other room, to the sleeper room where I can redo the board. Or can I? No. I can open doors, but I can't go to them. Yeah, go fucking take your health down my ass. Sometimes these things drop parts out of them, so gotta check. Shut your mouths. I want to move. Now this board's for the trophy. For the Family Man Challenge trophy. Run into it. It's my own fault, I guess. Once again. Yeah, destroyed a bunch of my hearts. Give me hearts. Yes, now I need a bunch more. Bunch of more. 4 more hearts. Bullshit.
the mothers.
For some reason this rock sure looks like it's lighter than the rest. I don't know, maybe it was just me. But it looked like it was hiding something.
The tower. Speed up.
That should have been the trophy board. Why not? Why is it sending me up here? That should have been the board that I got the trophy on. Ugh. Excuse me. Oh, I hate these fucking things. This is for the Family Man Challenge. I haven't done it yet, so I figured might as well do it. Hearts. Hearts, hearts, and more hearts. Oh, there's an X-Rock. Boop. I wish I had a donation machine.
Speed up.
I don't know, he's picking me away pretty good here. With my health. Can I beat him? I think I did. Woohoo! That's the trophy for the Family Man challenge. I didn't beat it before, so kind of glad I did this time. Like last round, I come close to beating it, but I didn't. Obviously. Like, there's nothing else I need to do except go collect the... I wish I had a level skip on me though, like a shovel that could bring me to a next level, because I wonder what happens if you use it, say, per se on this board or on the last board, you know? I wonder. I unlocked 2 new challenges there. Which ones were they again? Epic something and something else? No, it wasn't Pokemon's. Was it? What ones did I just unlock? It said I unlocked... Oh, Glass Cannon. That one was one that I unlocked. And then there was another one. I wonder if it was one of these ones. I don't know. Still a lot of endings to do. Still a lot of secrets to get. I've only got 139 secrets out of 637. That's a lot of secrets. Like, I'm missing like 500 of them. Wow. Bestiary, I haven't seen all these guys either. I wish I did, but you have to go through it and keep going through it, but there's still people I haven't seen yet. And a lot of the bosses too. There's some bosses I haven't seen, like there was one I think called Delirious. I think that's his name, or Delirium, but I haven't seen him yet. There's 2. Here's another one. What's that, Dangle? There's Bingle and Dangle? Uh-huh. Like, look at all these bosses I haven't seen yet. Like, from Big Horn, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 33, 34, 35. That's 35 bosses that I haven't seen yet. And more. 36, 37, 38, 39... 40, 41, 42, 43, and that's just bosses. 43 bosses. Well, that's from, like, there was 35, I think, from him to the Bighorn, and then after there's like 40 some, but there's still more. There's these 2, these 2, these 2. Quite a bit. That one. Still quite a bit that I have to go through. Right? Endings, I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 endings. And items, missing tons of items. Right here, look at all these. Like, I'm missing all of these. You gotta find them all. Still large to do on the game. Bobby bomb, Coleman bombs, so much. challenges. I still got tons of challenges to do here too. Like I've done quite a bit, but not a lot. There's still large challenges to go. What is there, 40? 4, 5, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, about 27. I think it's about 27 left to go. 27 challenges still. And then you have to do all the badges with all these guys. So you see how the heart up in the left-hand corner, top left-hand corner, the heart is outlined red, and then you got the upside-down cross, and then the normal cross, and then the picture. Those are just badges. So you beat them on easy, you get the original one. Then when you beat them on hard, it gets outlined with the red, just to show that you've done it on hard. But then you got to do it for every character. And I've only, I've beaten it with this guy, Poop, Azazel, and Eden. Still large, though. Unlocked by beating hard mode with Lazarus without losing a life. I've had these people too, Lilith and Apollyon, Jacob, Bethany. Look at my win streak is -3. That's terrible. And I beat Greed too. I've beaten Greed. But there's even another one that says Greedier, and I don't know how to get that. Because I've got all the DLCs. Maybe somebody can help me with how to get the Greedier. Because I have no idea. Maybe you have to beat everything first, and then you can unlock Greedier. I don't know. Is there something you guys want to see, or what? Unlocked by beating 2 levels without taking damage. I've had Samson too before. He's locked because I had to buy a new PS4 and then I didn't download all the save files, which I should probably do, but then that's going to bring a whole new... Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll see if I can download the my game from beforehand, just to get all the other shit that I've had. But anyways, it's been a pleasure having you guys watch. I'll be back on in a little bit. If you want to watch more, just like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll be back. Thank you for watching.